The old man looked at the bag, then at Ramesh. He didn't argue. He didn't complain. He simply said, "May God give you what you deserve," and walked away. Ramesh laughed after he left. "People say strange things when they are poor," he muttered. That night, Ramesh counted his money longer than usual. Stacks of notes lay neatly arranged. Gold jewelry sparkled in a cupboard. Property papers rested in a locked drawer. He felt powerful. The next morning began like any other. The market opened early. Customers arrived. Ramesh gave instructions to his workers. Everything seemed normal until a government vehicle stopped near his shop. Two officials stepped out. They asked questions. They checked licenses. They inspected goods. Ramesh smiled confidently. He had bribed inspectors before. This was nothing new. Then something changed. More officials arrived. Then police officers. Then reporters. By night, Ramesh sat alone in his empty house, lights off, phone silent. In one day, everything collapsed. The money he had worshipped vanished like smoke. But the punishment did not end there. News spread fast. Friends stopped calling. Relatives avoided him. His children faced whispers at school. His wife, who once enjoyed comfort, sat silently in a corner, her eyes filled with shame. Ramesh was arrested. In the cold cell that night, he replayed his life. Not the successes, but the faces. The old man, the widow, the laborer, the poor customers who trusted him. For the first time in years, guilt returned. And this time it stayed. Months later, Ramesh was released after serving his sentence. He returned to the market, not as a shopkeeper, but as a man looking for work. Doors closed when they recognized him. The shop where he once ruled now belonged to someone else. One evening, as he walked past that corner, he saw an old man buying rice. The shopkeeper weighed carefully, honestly. Ramesh stopped and watched. He understood then what he had lost was not just money, but respect, peace, and dignity. Dishonest money had come fast, but honesty, once broken, never returned. Ramesh walked away slowly, carrying nothing but a lesson learned too late. Ramesh was known in the town long before anyone knew his real nature. His shop stood at the busiest corner of the market, where every road seemed to meet. From early morning until late night, people crowded around his counter. Farmers, housewives, laborers, students. He sold daily necessities: rice, flour, oil, spices, soap. His prices looked fair. His smile looked honest. His words sounded sweet. But behind that wooden counter, hidden beneath polished manners, lived a man whose heart had learned only one lesson in life: profit above all. Ramesh had grown up poor. His father once owned a small stall, but losses, debts, and illness destroyed it. Ramesh remembered nights when his mother cried quietly, thinking he was asleep. He remembered hunger more clearly than childhood games. Somewhere during those years, Ramesh decided something deep inside him: he would never be poor again, no matter what it took. When he inherited the shop, he promised himself success. At first, he tried honesty, but honest profit was slow. Customers bargained. Suppliers demanded cash. Bills piled up. Then one day, almost by accident, Ramesh discovered how easy dishonesty could be. He learned how to tilt the weighing scale just slightly, just enough that no one noticed. He learned how to mix lower quality grains into premium sacks. He learned which customers never checked prices and which ones trusted him blindly. A few grams here, a few rupees there. No one complained, and the money began to come. At first, guilt visited him at night. He would lie awake thinking about the extra money he made from a poor widow or a tired laborer. But soon, guilt grew tired of knocking on his door. Ramesh stopped listening. His shop expanded. Shelves grew taller. Lights grew brighter. He installed a new signboard with his name painted in bold letters. People praised him. Ramesh has sharp business sense, they said. He knows how to grow, others whispered in admiration. Ramesh loved those words. He bought a new house with marble floors, then another shop across the street. He dressed better, walked straighter, spoke louder. The man who once feared poverty now laughed at it. But the more he earned, the more he cheated. He began selling expired goods by changing labels. He bribed inspectors. He charged extra during shortages. When floods came to nearby villages and food prices rose, Ramesh raised his prices even higher. Business is business, he told himself. If I don't do it, someone else will. His conscience became quiet. Too quiet. One evening, an old man came to his shop just before closing time. His clothes were worn. His hands shook slightly as he placed coins on the counter. Son, the man said softly, I need rice for 2 days. This is all I have. Ramesh glanced at the coins. They were not enough for even half the amount. Without hesitation, he adjusted the scale and gave the man less than what the coins should have bought.